Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Coach Tracey Knight, and I want to welcome you to Real Women, Real Leaders, Real Talk. And, I've decided to start doing this show again so that I could have very transparent, riveting conversations with real women who are out here leading. They lead themselves. They lead others at home, at work, and in the community. And oftentimes we're bumping up against ourselves mainly because I'm one of them. But we bump up against ourselves as we are trying to figure out how to create the most powerful version of ourselves and create a life that is absolutely worth living. And so I'm going to be coming to you on a very regular basis each day, talking with you about some of the self-mastery principles and practices that I have employed in my life as a leader of a seven-figure business, and just as a person who has had a lot of life experiences around marriage and divorce and working to keep blended families together, around building a business that has a team that operates efficiently, but recognizing that it takes a lot out of you to be able to do that. It takes a lot from you to be able to do that. In order for you to be optimal, you must be optimal in yourself. If you want your business to be optimal, you must be optimal. If you want your relationship to be optimal, you must be optimal. If you are a person who is looking to level up in their career, if you want to be optimal in the workplace, you must be optimal. Like if you want to be functioning as an optimal leader, then you personally must be optimal. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So today, what I thought we would talk about is moving from being stuck to unstuck. And it's not going to be just for today, but for this entire week. I'm going to do several segments on what it means to be just feeling stuck, and all the things that come with it. So as I was meditating kind of on this particular topic, what came up for me is that there are many different areas that a person can feel stuck in. Number one, I think a lot of times women are feeling stuck in a job or in their career, in a place where perhaps they started off feeling very inspired by the role that they were in, or maybe they took it out of need or necessity. And then over time, you begin to realize that you've either capped your capacity to move up in the organization, or you don't really see a very clear path, or somewhere along the way, you have morphed and what is important to you has shifted. And so now the position that you're in or the industry that you're in is in misalignment with who you are. And all of a sudden, you feel stuck because you've invested so much time and energy. I tell you, I have some friends that is just so true for them. They've been in their career for 25 plus years. They're nearing retirement, and they absolutely hate getting up and going to work every single day. And what happens to them is there are other parts of their life that are now starting to suffer as a result of just not really feeling connected with the work that they do. They are literally out of alignment. And so what happens is you end up, because you've sort of settled, because you think, oh, well, I cannot move on. I've got 20 years in. What am I going to do? I've got too much money, too much retirement invested in this. And so all of a sudden now you have attached yourself to the money of it all. Like you're staying literally for the money, for the retirement, as if your retirement is going to go somewhere. Your retirement goes with you. But oftentimes it's not really the money that is keeping you there. It is your mindset that's keeping you there. It's you believing that it would be too difficult, require too much effort. You've really gotten settled in and nestled into this space, and you really don't want to do the work to be able to move outside of it. It's just easier, given all the other dynamics that you have going on in your life, to just really stay there. And so I want to talk this week about what it means to really be a person who leads her life and not allow something like money or the status or clout that comes with a certain position or the comfort or of something like retirement to keep you stuck and in a role that you find difficult to even get up and go into every single day. So that's one place where you can feel stuck. Another place you can really feel stuck is in your relationship with your significant other or the absence of a significant other. So if you're in a relationship with a significant other and at one time that relationship was vibing for you, you all were very aligned, or at least you thought you were aligned, and now all of a sudden, you know, you don't see eye to eye, and there might be a lot of absence of romance. There may be an absence of just conversation and communication. I know several people who they cohabitate together, they coexist together, but in terms of having synergy and connection, there's a breach in that. And so a lot of times people can feel stuck and they're staying for the kids. I know people who simply have decided to stay in a cohabitation experience, kind of a situationship. And they say that they're doing it for the children, but that is not really the truth. The reason that you do it because your children have not asked you to do that. The reason that you're staying is because it's comfortable for you, because it would require some time, energy, intentionality to move beyond. And there may be some people who may feel differently. They may feel disappointed. They may feel hurt. They may feel misunderstood or not included as a part of the process, or angry. There is, even within yourself, when you make those types of moves, there is a sense of uncertainty that comes with making that kind of transition. But that type of transition leads to transformation, and it takes a lot of courage to be able to do it. So for some, we rather sit in the stuckness of it all and live out our life supposedly doing it for our children, when really what we're doing is we're teaching our children how to be in relationships by what we are modeling. And if you think about, do you really want your children to stay in situations that don't bring them joy, that don't bring them peace, that are not loving, that are misaligned? But that's exactly what we teach when we stay stuck in a relationship, a marriage that is misaligned for us. We may also be stuck in some of our habits. And a habit is nothing more than a behavior that you do over and over and over again. Let's say that you have some things that you've really wanted to do. Perhaps you've wanted to start a business of your own. Maybe you've always wanted to travel. Maybe there are some projects or some inspired projects that you have and just really have not put in the time and energy. And there's always the excuse that you're going to get to it. So all of a sudden you feel stuck. And you're not really seeing the movement. And then finally, I wanted to just talk about kind of stuck in your finances and not really seeing yourself grow. This kind of goes back to the career piece, but it's not limited to career, because there are plenty of people who have a career in one thing and they have created other streams of income for themselves. And so if you believe that your money, your finances are capped in one place, you are sadly mistaken, and you are creating a sense of poverty through your mindset. And so all this week, I'm going to be talking with you about the 3 indicators that let you know that you are stuck and what to do about them. So before I sign off today, one of the things that I wanted to say to you is that if you are unaware, awareness is the first state that allows you to open up. We are always getting signs and symbols that let us know that this is not working for us. So if you're getting evidence that something feels misaligned, that evidence might come into your body, like you're getting headaches, you always feel under the weather, you don't feel like you have a lot of energy. Those are signs. Those are signs. Let's say you continue to bump up against, like you're not getting the promotions. A lot of times those can be signs, okay? You may be waking up every day kind of going through the motion. That is a sign that there is this sense of being stuck that is taking place in your life. So the first thing we're going to want to do, and I'll be talking about this tomorrow, is to become more aware. The second thing is going to be is really looking to see whether or not you're in denial, because denial is a real thing. So stay tuned, because later this week, we're going to be talking about how to get yourself out of denial. And then the third piece is resistance. And I've got 3 ways that are sure to tell you that you are stuck because of resistance and how to get out of that. So if any of this is resonating with you, please do share this video with others, like it, and then save it so that you can go back to it, because all of us get stuck from time to time. And I'm here to help you learn how to take back, transform, and win as you're at your own life. I'm Coach Tracey Knight. I want to thank you for joining Real Women, Real Leaders, Real Talk. I'll be back with you later this week, letting you, engaging you in some conversations around how to go from being stuck to unstuck. See you soon.